Chair, fellow speakers, I often used to say to myself, I'm not very good at this, so I'd better stop. Now I say, I'm not very good at this, I need to do more and more. Well, this was a post I put on Facebook a few weeks ago, and I was surprised to get 17 likes, which is quite a lot for me, and it kind of got me thinking. I was looking back at a time when I had started to speak on social media, and this was what the post was about. I had felt very nervous, and when I looked at myself back on the video, I thought, oh dear, you look so dull, your voice is rather monotonous. Oh, and that's when I thought I'd better stop. But I was thinking about this recently after looking at the likes, and I was reminded of when I went to start doing mediation training. At the first session we had, the tutor said he was going to talk about learning stages, which is a talk I'm going to share with you this evening. It seems that there are 4 learning stages, or sometimes it's called a learning ladder, but some people say that there's 5. I'm going to look at these stages, and I'm going to use 3 different fictional case studies to kind of illustrate what it's all about. And then at the end, you might like to think about what stage you are at. First stage was called unconscious incompetence, making sure I got the T's. And basically this means not being very capable, not being able to do it at all, but being completely oblivious to it. Now, the 3 people in my case studies, case person number 1, a young girl, paints this splodgy picture, hands it to her mother, who says, lovely darling. Person number 2, a boy, he's riding a bike for the first time, and he's giving little wobbles. And thinking, oh, this is great, I'm enjoying this. Person C believes that she's a talented singer. She sings in the bath at the top of her voice so the neighbours wish they had earplugs, or else she dances around in her underwear in her lounge. But they're all oblivious to how they really are. Then comes the second stage, which is conscious incompetence. Now, at this stage is when they realise, oh dear, I'm not as good as I thought I was. Person A paints this lovely picture, hands it to her mummy, and mummy says, oh darling, what a beautiful elephant. And he says, it's a cat. Person 2 gets on his bike, wobbles, and goes crash on the floor. His father's removed the stabilisers. Person C auditions for X Factor. She gets up on the stage, and you can guess what happens. Buzz, buzz, buzz. And she runs off the stage with a flood of tears. Now, they'd all got to that stage. Whether they stay at that stage, we don't yet know, but we'll go on and find out what happens to them. Stage 3. This is conscious competence. Now, at this stage is where they realise, with a bit of time, effort, practice, we can sort of do satisfactory. We can be good enough. Person A paints her pictures, does the drawings, has to rub out lots of times and throw them away, but she had a picture on the wall at school and gets praise from her teacher and thinks, well, I'm not too bad. I can paint now. Person 2 is wondering why he couldn't manage before. He still gives a little wobble, but he's focused on where he's going and watching what he's doing, and he stays upright now. He doesn't fall off, even though he does a little wobble. And person C, well, I'm going to think that she might have stopped at that stage. She may well have done, but then again, she may have thought, they don't recognise talent when they hear it, do they? And carried on entering talent shows and being disappointed. But then again, maybe she took up another course of study or different skill. Now we come to the last stage, which is a stage where we all hope to arrive at, which is a stage of unconscious competence. Now at this stage, they are being told by their friends, neighbours, people that they have a talent, that they could do it naturally. Don't you do that well? But they know better. Or they may know better. They may know that it was hard work and practice and determination that got them to that point. And maybe they're thinking, how did I not manage it? How did I not manage it before? Let's just think about this stage and the three people that we've been talking about this evening. Person A, the artist. Well, she may have grown up, still enjoys painting. She still has to study hard and tears up paper. She's not that wonderful, but it doesn't matter. She's doing it for fun. Person 2 rides all round the estate on his bike and wonders why ever he couldn't do it before. Person C, well, she's taken up dancing. She's finding she's much better at that, and she's working up the learning ladder or going through the learning stages and doing very well at it. Well, that's our case studies, hypothetical people, but they could be real. They could be perhaps how we're feeling about the stage that we're at. But yet, as we work through these stages, we can get to that place of doing something naturally and fluidly and easily. Not that I have reached there yet. Now, I'm not going to ask any of you where you think you are on this learning stage, but I'm going to hope that as I keep practicing and working, I will get further up that ladder or into a further stage towards unconscious competence. As I started, I used to say, I'm no good at doing it, I have to stop. Now I say, I'm not that good at doing it, but I'm going to carry on, I'm going to be determined, and I'm going to get to that stage 4.